Sheer delicate shawl, so finely woven. What makes it warp? What makes it weft? What fiber forms the strands? This is the Bani of Satguru Kabir Sahib Ji. What a miracle that the Almighty Lord has made this shawl of the human body. All other shawls are made of cloth. We may dye them with some colors to form a design. Still, there is nothing special about such shawls. But the shawl of the body is fashioned by the great weaver himself, and no one else has the skill to create it. The makeup of this body is so subtle and complex that we cannot add even one hair to it. If one of our hairs falls out, even 100 doctors exert all their skill, still they cannot restore that single hair to our body. With his great power and competence, the Almighty Lord himself has made this beautiful shawl, so delicate and fine. Therefore, Kabir Sahib says, "What warp has he chosen, and what weft has he filled it with? How could anyone fashion such a garment?" Now he describes to us how the Almighty wove this shawl. The yarn stretched on the loom is called tana, the warp. The yarn that fills the warp, that is woven into the warp, into form the fabric, is called bana, the weft. What are these yarns made of? What thread has been plied and twisted to form their strands? He explains all this to us in great detail. Ingla forms the warp. Pingla forms the weft that fills it. Sushumna is the thread from which they are spun. Thus the shawl is woven. In the language of the Shastras, the subtle veins in the forehead are called Ida and Pingala. But in everyday Hindi, we just say Ingla, Pingla. He tells us these subtle veins are located on the right and left sides of our forehead, Ingla on the left and Pingla on the right. From these two veins emanate lesser veins that carry the life force and empower our hands, feet, stomach, head, and so forth. But the veins supporting all the others is the Shushumna Nadi in the center of the forehead. The Shushumna Nadi is one, and from it arise the other two major veins, Ingla, Pingla, through which the entire body comes into being. Bani. He turns the spinning wheel of the 8-petaled lotus, twisting the 5 elements and the 3 gunas into yarn. Upon crossing the 7th chakra, we reach the 8-petaled lotus. From that source, the entire shawl of the body draws its power. It is only because of the enlivening power of the soul that the body can move and speak and walk. That power works through the 3 gunas, 5 subtle elements, 5 gross elements, the 10 indriyas, and the 25 prakritis to carry on all the physical activities. In this way, the master weaver creates the shawl of the body. Bani. It takes the Lord 10 months to fashion it. His shuttle flies back and forth, thunk, thunk. Thus the shawl is woven. It takes 10 months to weave this shawl, just like cloth is woven. In the same way, the Lord works very hard for 10 months weaving that shawl. No one sees him working, but after 10 months, that shawl is ready. And who has woven it? No one knows. Bani. Gods, men, and sages alike wrap themselves in that shawl, but wearing it, they soil and defile its delicate fabric. All the yakshas and gandharvas, all the human beings, men and women alike, wear this shawl. The whole creation, Brahma, Vishnu, Mahesh, the 33 million gods and goddesses, and the beings in the 7 nether regions and below, All are wrapped in this shawl. But whoever puts it on sullies it and then tosses it away. No one cleanses it. Whoever wears it stains it, makes it dirty. If they were to wash it and make it clean again, that would be beneficial. But they don't even understand how to wash the cloth. They need to find some skilled washerman. We wrap ourselves in that shawl, we make it filthy, and then throw it away. This is the reason we go on revolving endlessly in the cycle of birth and death. The Lord has woven this shawl, and if we could only understand how to treat it properly and offer it back to Him pure and unstained, then we would never again have to take rebirth. But instead, we go on making the shawl dirty, and so over and over again, we have to come into this world. Bani. The servant Kabir handles it with great care and returns it to the Lord as spotless and immaculate as when he received it. Now Kabir Sahib tells us, I also put on this shawl just like you, but I have kept my shawl spotlessly clean. When I offered it back to the Lord, that shawl was like brand new. I washed the pride from this body, and so I will never have to take birth in this world again. The pure, spotless shawl that the Lord entrusted to me, I offered back to Him, just as immaculate as when He had given it. Whoever has brought their mind under control and has merged it with the power of truth, that person has conquered the world. Until the connection has been established between the mind and the truth, the mind's unsteadiness and volatility will not be eradicated. Baba Somanath.